Okay, and everyone, welcome to this call. We wish to do it as fast as possible because we always respect your time. Now, my name is Eric Norum. I am an investor today, a cryptocurrency enthusiast, a father, and definitely a hardworking networker. Now, you see, talking about being the cryptocurrency enthusiast, then some limited group of really high-end networkers very recently got information about the crypto space having now, for the first time in 2020, a very nice gamification paying out in cryptocurrency, the top 100 cryptocurrency of the world. And so before I introduce the really eminent Seng Hock, then let me just give you an example of maybe a 1.5 minute phone call, all right, that you would do to your people. Now, so hey buddy, so how's it going? Right. So as you know what I do, you know what I'm good at and what I'm not good at, but would you consider that a top 100 token on CoinMarketCap is an established token if it's been top 100 already for several hundred days already, right? Yeah, exactly, it is. And now, you see, what if there would be a very simple gamification application that actually pays you between 38 to 98% per month in this token, which already has a very widespread double utility in the world? Is that something you're curious about? Yeah, so was I. So I was intrigued, and now I invested heavily, and I'm all in because you see, the creator of the token is also connected to this gamification app, and it is Justin Sun. He's 5% owner of Binance and also the founder of TRON and BitTorrent. And BitTorrent is the token that we're getting paid out in. So come to the next webinar that we will be doing, because this is big. I mean, this is serious news, and everything is already working today. All right, bye for now. Bam. So now that is one version only, and I have only recently taken this information, but I believe we have a lot of good end material here, and so definite connections between all parties. So now I would like to now introduce you someone who's going to give you a startup training, and this is Mr. Seng Hock. And so he's got over 20 years of experience as a technologist and part of management in multinational companies such as Acer and Hewlett Packard. He's a heavy venture capitalist, knows his numbers very well, and so he definitely has my full respect. And on top, he's a heavy cryptocurrency investor also for the last years. So let's welcome Mr. Seng Hock to this call. I'm excited about what's coming. It's a very new topic. So take it away, please.
Okay, thanks Eric for the wonderful teaching on this invitation. I think if everybody can do that, we can bring more people to the Zoom call. Your job is to bring people to the Zoom call. Our job is to tell them more about this project and give them a bit more details. I think people with some logics in their mind, they will think this is a good project. Okay, so today we are going to talk about more of how to use hands-on. So who was in the call yesterday? Can you just write down in the chat group who was in the call yesterday, right? Or you already know about this project, right? In the chat group, okay? Who is very new, altogether very new. So if you're first time very new, I'm going to go through a quick introduction about what is it all about. We have 3 times a week to talk about the presentation, but this is not the presentation. This is more of the fast start. So to get you download the apps and get things going on, right? Okay, so now without further ado, I'm going to pull up the screen. I'm going to share the screen and go through the slides with you. Okay, Eric, I just need you to give me some feedback because I may not know whether do you see the screen, right?
We do, yes.
Okay.
The age of blockchain gaming.
Okay, so help me to monitor the chat room, because when I am on the screen, I couldn't see the chat room very well. So, okay, pull up the chat room. Okay, cool. All right, so we are talking about this project called BTTYCOON. It is linked to the BitTorrent coin, right? So today I'm going to talk to you about what is BTTYCOON, not in details. The details will be in the presentation 3 times a week. We will have English and we will have Chinese. And today I'm going to go through with you how to download, install, and register the apps, all right? And the third one is how to fund in and withdraw, because not many people in the world know how to transfer crypto. And only about 1% of the people in the world knows how to transfer crypto. So, and then in this project, and how to apply for a job, because you want to apply for this job, this BTTYCOON job, as soon as possible, because like Eric mentioned, it gives 36% to 96% per month, right? 1.2% to 3.2% per day. Amazing, amazing project, right? And then very important today, what I want to achieve, the objective is to help you to apply the airdrop within the next 3 days, because there is a deadline. 3 days later, the airdrop is going to drop from 1 billion to 500 million. 1 billion in today's price is 330,000 US dollar. All right. If the price shot up to 3 times, which is very likely, very possible, that is $1 million. Okay. So I just want to make sure that our friends or the friends able to get the airdrop. If something is free, just take it first. So just a quick introduction about what is this project. Is a project with TRON, BitTorrent, right, combined. And this is a project to make more people able to expose to BitTorrent, more people use BitTorrent, right? More people hold the BitTorrent coin. So BitTorrent has been in the market since February 19. Since February 19, it has been in the coin market cap, the top 10, top 100 coins in the last 1 year, right? So the company has 20% of the coin in the market, which constitute about 70 million market cap today. So 80% is owned by the company. So the company has just recently announced 5 years airdrop program. If you hold TRON in the major exchange, they will airdrop BitTorrent. They will airdrop 10% of the BitTorrent in the next 5 years, right? So, and this BTTYCOON program is to further enhance the value and further enhance the adoption of BitTorrent. The company objective is to have over 1 million. That means company actually want 2 million people in the next 5 years to own the BitTorrent. Then the number of people hold the BitTorrent will determine the BitTorrent price. The company want 1 million people to hold 10 coins rather than 10 people to hold 1 million coins. This is basic tokenomics, right? So with this program, we think the company don't need to wait for 5 years. Probably 1 to 2 years, they can reach the 2 million target, right? So the program, in a way, is very nice, very fun. They gamify it, so they make it into a game. And this is the first project that BitTorrent launched, a blockchain game project. And subsequently, they already have planned for another 2 projects that is subsequently in the next 1 to 2 years. So we start with this one first, and this one is successful, we will launch the other one and the third one, okay? Because gaming is an ongoing industry. People like to play game, right? And Bitcoin is just at the beginning, very beginning of the adoption. So in this project, when you go in, the apps is very simple. Afterwards, I will do a live demonstration of the apps with you. We can see that at the bottom, there's 4 buttons, and then there's a lot of very colorful, a lot of cartoon images, right? Just like a game. So there are 7 areas here you can tap in, and it gives you different function. So the whole objective is to find a job and register a company. If you find a job, the job will give you 1.2% to 2.2% per month, per day, 1.2 to 2.2% per day. So if you hold a job, the different job will come with different days. The job comes with 6 different types. There's a 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, 15 days, 30 days, and 45 days. 6 different types, okay? And the amount of money they put in is probably range from $100 to $2,000. You can start this program with $100, just like playing a game. They will give you 1.2% to 2.2% per day, right? That is amazing. So why? Because they want you to hold the BitTorrent inside. They will give you the airdrop, right? With this program, we think that it will be very viral because they actually give out a referral recommendation fee as well, right? Then when you are more familiar with the jobs, you have accumulated 15 working days. 15 working days, you are able to go into register a company. Register a company means that the investment amount is a bit bigger. It's anything range from $3,000 to $60,000, okay? So the tenor of the investment is also longer. It's anything range from 30 days to 180 days. The detail of the whole program, I will talk about it in the preview presentation. But today, for those people that have already know the program, you have already seen the PowerPoint, we want you to have a hands-on. Okay. So as I mentioned, when you open up the apps, when you register the apps, you have buy your phone and you have do the verification. One person can only have one account, okay? They will look at your IC, your identity. When you open the account, they will give you 5,888 tokens, 5,880 tokens. In today's price, it's probably about $20 US. Do you mind to download the apps and then get $20? I don't think everybody minds, right? But of course, there's certain ways to able to draw out the this 5,888. But if BitTorrent price is going to go up to, let's say, 3 times, right? BitTorrent price is now is 0.00033. If we go up to 0.001, which BitTorrent price all-time high was 0.0016, right? If you go just go up to 0.001. This $5,888 will worth about $60. Would it be good? Okay, so quickly open up your account, do your phone verification and your what we call the KYC, know your customer. That means you put in your IC number, you take a photo with the way that they want. Okay, and today the more exciting and the more urgent action that everybody needs to do is this rescue plan, right? Because with the rescue plan, you can get even more. You can get up to 1 billion BTT. If BTT go up to 0.001, that will be $1 million. In today's price, it is 330,000 US dollar. Wow. Okay. So with the rescue plan, what you need to do is for those people that have some form of lost in other investment. So you just screenshot the investments, right? You just take a screenshot and submit in based on the format that they want. Afterwards, I go through with the format. So send it in. It's a 1 minute job. Get in the 1 billion BTT token. I have taken my 1 billion BTT tokens and I have released about 5 million BTT token. 5 million is worth $1,500 in the last probably 7 to 8 days. Okay, so it only lasts for 3 more days, and after that, from 11th of June onwards, we only left with 500 million. You still can get your airdrop BTT, but only 500 million. Okay, and from 21st onward, left 200 million. It's still good. It's still good. But if you can get 500 million, why don't you do that? If you can get 1 billion, that's even better, right? And after this month, no more this rescue plan. Will be back to the 58,888, which is still okay, but that is not too much. If you can get 1 billion or 500 million or 200 million, that is worth quite a lot. Okay, so quickly set up your account. Afterwards, I'll show you. Okay, so how do you get the airdrop? So you follow this screen. If you're on the screen, if we don't see you, you can take a picture of this screen. Okay, you have to complete your identity verification. Okay, that means you need to do a KYC. It's a 1 minute job. Just write down your name, your IC number, and take a photo. And the photo, you have to see your IC number with your two hands. They want to see your hand, okay? So that it's just that not a Photoshop of an IC in front of your face, okay? And then you write the message in the yellow box, okay? Follow this message. Because the yellow box couldn't write too many words. It can only write limited characters. So you can't write long stories. So you follow this, something like you lost $18,000 in certain program, and you need the BTT airdrop of 2 times, right? Write down your username. Username, that means the ID name, the ID, okay? The username ID, and your game name, because inside is a game. So you will give the game a name. The username and the game name can be the same, okay? Can be the same, all right? So far, okay, Eric?
Yes, definitely. Very
okay,
informative.
Cool. All right. So when you go in, after you registered, there is a bottom at the corner right-hand side. It's called Me, where all the administration and the registration. There is a submit a ticket. You click the submit a ticket, you will come out with this screenshot. You just follow that and write the description. You can't write the description with this long. They don't allow that long. Follow the short version, okay? Or whatever version that you can submit, they give them the information, and then you click this button to upload the screenshot, okay? You can send it a few times because sometimes you are lost in project A and you lost in project B, and to Z, you can submit a few times, okay? All right, or you can put all the screenshot into one place and then take a photo and submit also can. All right. So as I mentioned, we are starting to talk about this program, to share about this program. We just started this program on the 2nd of June because that is the version 2 came out. The version 1 was just for us to trial. We have tested it for the last 2-3 weeks, and then only version 2, then you can see your organization, you can do your phone verification so that the apps is secured. So we are starting to do a series of Zoom call. We will change the schedule from time to time, but this is this week's schedule. So yesterday we have done one very quickly. We did one on Saturday, and all the leaders say we must do one on Sunday. So we did a quick one on Sunday yesterday, and we actually have a record of that. So if you have not seen that, get hold of that recording. It's about 1.5 hours, a lot of information inside, right? About what is this project about, why this project, and how to do this project. And today we do what we call fast start, right? We will do a couple of fast start until some of the leaders and some of the people are familiar with it. We want to transfer our knowledge to you as soon as possible, right? And then we will do a preview on Wednesday, which is in Chinese, to cater for the Chinese market. Could be in Singapore, Malaysia, or China. And then Thursday we will do a fast start in Chinese as well. And Friday and Saturday, we will do in English again. So we will change the timing accordingly because the world might have different timing. While we are in 8 o'clock here, while the other part of the world, like US, is like 8 a.m. in the morning. So we will figure out and see how do we go from here. But this is this week's schedule. Why we want to do a few days this week? Because of the airdrop. The airdrop is going to reduce by half, right? Okay, so that's about it, the general. The next one, I'm going to go through with you 3 sets of documentations or 3 sets of slides. I will teach you how to show you how to download, how to register, and how to download, install, and register, okay? And how to do your verification. Then we go through how to fund in and withdraw, okay? Then we will go through how to find a job, right? As soon as possible, because you want to accumulate the job as soon as possible, all right? So because we do not know the level of people, some of you are very advanced, you know the apps very well, you have done that, so just bear with me. But most of you are not familiar with it, so I will go a little bit slow. But if you are totally not familiar with apps, then it is difficult. Let's say you got some problem with your phone, you don't know how to download App Store, that is not within the context of this this training. Okay, so at least you must know a bit of apps. We just teach you how do you install and how do you register and how do you buy the BitTorrent coin and how do you able to find a job. Okay, so in this project, you download the apps from this link. Okay, there is a link. I actually have a QR code. Let me go back. Let me go back to my. Just a second. I'll pull from here. Okay, I actually have a QR code here. Okay, if you have not downloaded the apps before, you can just screen the QR code, right? You will come out with a page. You click on the top right hand corner. There is a 3-bar, which is the manual. You click on the manual and you can see a download. You can download from there. Okay, and the great news is that today the App Store is officially up. So you can just, if you are using Google, you can go straight to Google Play Store. You just type in BTT Tycoon, BT Tycoon, BTTYCOON, BT Tycoon. Okay, one word. You don't split up the word, one word. Okay, then you can see the BT Tycoon logo, and then you can just download from there, which is fantastic, awesome. Okay, but if you are Apple, just have to go up to the QR code or the link, right? The link there. Otherwise, ask your friend to send you the link and download the apps, because Apple apps is always more difficult to get it certified. This program is very new. Apple normally take a few months for certification. So we are very glad that the company managed to get to Android version at such early stage, right? So that is fantastic, awesome, right? So we'll be very proud to tell people, hey, this company has a lot of very strong technical capability. Okay. Yep. So I will go back to the slide. So once you download, as I mentioned, you screenshot the QR code just now, or you follow the link. Once you click the link, you come to this page. You will see a download here. Just click the download, and then you can see here, you will see the Android or Apple. You can click either one of them. Of course, if you're Android, you don't even need to come to this link. Just go to Play Store, right? And that's how you download, all right? And this is the show you when you download, of course, all apps or all phones have various kind of securities. So most of the phones should be able to go through. Of course, you have to figure out, generally, you just have to click allow, open. They want to access this, is you allow that. And this is the logo, right? The logo is very similar to a BitTorrent logo, right? BitTorrent logo is also have all these three, like, the wave, right? And then once you download, you can see this, right? Okay, on your mobile app. Cool. I assume most people are very familiar with apps, right? Okay, most. Okay, so if you don't know how to download mobile apps or your apps has some problem, you can talk to us separately. Okay, you have to stay back for remedial class. Okay, this is to cater for majority of the people. All right. So after you download, you will see the apps is very easy to use, very intuitive. I think most apps are intuitive, and this is very, very intuitive. You just need to know one or two particular things about this app. At the bottom, there are 4 buttons here. If you click me, you can see there. You click me, you'll see this page. So basically, after you download, you have to do the verification. Your phone is typed, right? And then you have to do, you quickly do KYC, identity verification. That means KYC, that means you, as I mentioned, put in your IC number, take a photo, and the photo is in this way. They want you to take with your face and with your IC number, and you can see your hand, okay? And they will give you the identity verification very fast, normally within a couple of hours, okay? All right, so if you cannot get the identity verification, send it to us in this chat group. The company technical support, Diamond is here. Diamond will be able to assist you, will speed up the process, because I think there will be a lot of people doing the verification. Okay, all right. So that's as simple as how do we install, right? Download, install, and do registration. Any question?
Very clear, I believe.
Cool. Okay. All right. So some people ask Deborah and Noah, what is the name of the company for this investment we are joining? It's called BTTYCOON. BTTYCOON. Okay. Okay, it's called BTTYCOON. This is the name. This is the logo. Right. They are using the BitTorrent coins. And BitTorrent, most of the people know about BitTorrent. I mentioned that yesterday already. If you come in the presentation, which is on Wednesday afternoon, the Chinese session, I can run through the background, all those with you. Okay, so, and now I will go through this called job reservation and contest for job. Okay, basically the idea of job reservation is to make an investment. All right, they make it into gamification, they humanize it, they gamify it, they make it more fun, right? So it will attract quite a number of people. Because of the gamification, there are strategy involved. So you can, if you know the strategy, you analyze, you know the strategy, you will get a bit better returns than most people. Okay, little bit more, right? Okay. So after you download, you will see this part. You can see the very first page is where the wallet is. The BTT coin is there. You can just click in. You can see all your different transactions is blockchain. So all the informations are there. And you click the second button below is game. And then you can see come out with this very nice page. So there is a place called job hunting. And there's a place called register your company. Job hunting, I repeat again, job hunting is to get a job, which is a 6 category, 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, 15, 30, 45 days. Okay. So the longer the day, the higher the investment. Is anything from $100 to $2,000. So it caters for a wide range of people. $100 to go in investment is very, very cool, very easy. Just let people try it, no harm, right? And then if they like it, they continue. The returns is anything from 1.2% to 2.2% for a job. And then if you do, after 4 working days, they actually let you do 2 jobs. After 10 working days, they let you do 3 jobs, and so on and so forth, right? And then if you are, after you accumulated 15 working days, they let you able to register a company. Register a company means that your investment is a bit bigger, because they want you to be familiar with a thing before you do a big investment. So just like a bank, certain investment product, you cannot go in and day one. You have to be a certain, try out certain products before you go into another different products, right? So the company is better returns, slightly higher. We're not talking about lots. It's like from $2,000 upwards, and it lets you able to invest from 30 days to 180 days, and it gives you anything from 2.2% to 3.2% a day. And the returns is, it come out every 20 days. Okay, for a company, every 20 days they will give you the payout. Okay, so after you fund in, you need to make a reservation of the job. If you choose a job, whether A job or B job, and then you confirm the position, and you will show it in your screen, in your this job, so you can reserve the job. Afterwards, I will show you live. I just go through the slides with you. All right, just bear with me. Okay, so this is job reservation and contest flow. And after you have gotten your job, you can see what kind of job you have. And this is a working day, one day. This job gives you 3% return in the 1 day. Very good. 1 day give you 3%. Sometimes you put in the bank 1 year, they give you less than 3%. This is 1 day, 3%. Okay, they will tell you when does your job ends. Okay, all right. So you can see here, there is, this is under your assets. After you have completed the job, you will claim your payout, and the payout will be transferred to your assets. This is asset. Asset is in this category, and this is the house. You click here, you will see your assets over there. Okay. So this page shows you the wallets, right? The BTTYCOON wallet, you click in and then you can see your transactions. And this bar is actually quite a lot of people miss out this bar. When we first play with the game, we also don't know there's such a bar. You click in this bar, it lets you see the notification, because when you apply for a job, the very first day, they deduct 10% as a deposit. The first day. The second day, they will tell you whether you get the job or not, right? Then only the third day, then you start with the job. Okay, so this is how the product goes. Okay, right?
Okay, wait, can you please mute Xiao Zhu? Xiao Zhu, can you please be muted? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No, not yet, but
okay,
Hong, can you?
All. Okay, I mute all. I can. Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, cool. There's some more people coming in. I just let them come in. All right, cool. Okay, now the next one I will show you from my apps, from my mobile phone. So I'm going to stop the screen sharing, and this is the schedule. We will send it in the chat group. If you are not inside our chat group, let us know, right? And then we are starting to set up some of the systems. After tonight, I will create a Telegram, and we put information inside the Telegram, so that because Telegram, you have all the information there, even people join later, they can still see all the information. So we are starting to have a WeChat as well. So we'll use a few of this communication. All right. So I'm going to share my phone with you now. Let me see. I probably have to set it up again. Okay, hopefully it connects.
Not yet.
Not yet, huh? Okay. I'm trying to connect to my handphone. Okay, cool. Are you able to see my handphone? No.
Not yet. Not yet.
Cool. Okay. Are you able to see my handphone?
Now it came. Yes. All good.
Cool. Thank you very much. Okay. So after you download, you can see the BTTYCOON, right? So click into BTTYCOON, the page will come out. Of course, if you have not logged in, we ask you for ID and password. All right. So this is the first. This is the front page. At the bottom, where is my mouse? My mouse is not moving. My mouse is not moving very well. Okay, I just narrate you through. I think we have lost the mouse. Okay, so at the very bottom, there are 4 buttons, right? Okay, the home, the game, the news, and me. Very simple. When you press home, you come to this home page where you can see some of the coins. You can see those coins related to TRON. TRON has a few coins, including BTT, WIN, and JST, a few of them, right? BTT is about $70 billion in the market. So this is a project about BTT, right? This is a project that they want 2 million people to hold the BTT. If we can have a few million people to hold, the price, the value of the BTT will go up, right? But BTT as itself is very useful because it's used for big file transfer. A lot of people know about BitTorrent. BitTorrent has 150 million users, so at least they have 150 million users with their emails and contacts. They are able to reach them, and if you go around, some of the people will know about BitTorrent. Okay, right? So if you click the BTT, if I click inside, I will see the wallet. This is what we call the wallet, the bank account. You can see on the top is 13 million, right? 13 million. 13 million in today's price is about $4,000. So you just just use it very simply because the number is very big. You just use 1 million BTT as $300. It's actually 330, but just to keep it simple, is 1 million coin is $300. Okay. So 13 million is about $4,000, right? So this is the coin, and again you can scroll all the in blockchain. There's nothing is not recorded. That's why it's called blockchain. Okay, it's a distributed journal. So you can see bottom there's a recharge and withdraw, right? There's a recharge and withdraw. So you can click recharge. Recharge is where you want people to send you BTT. Just like you open a bank. You want people to send you money. What would you do? You give them a bank account, right? So this long string of TFZ27 is their bank account. So you give this bank account to other people and they send money to that account. It will appear in this wallet. Okay. So this is recharge. They call it recharge. In some wallet they call it deposit. It's the same thing. And withdrawal means that I want to send money out to, let's say, to my exchanges. BTT is into 70 exchanges. You name it, the big one they are in. Binance, Huobi, Coinbase, and many others. Okay. The only thing that they are not in is CoinHako. Not only thing. I mean, in Singapore, some of the people use CoinHako, but CoinHako is not a very big exchange. And somehow BTT is not in CoinHako. So you cannot buy BTT from CoinHako in Singapore, but you can buy from Binance, Huobi, 70 exchanges. And it's very fluid. There's 70 to 80 million transactions. And any point of time, any seconds, you can buy and sell BTT, right? And the BTT price has been going up from the 0.00025 to 0.00033 now. Today's price, I don't know. But it will go up, it will come down, it will go up, it will come down. But on the long term, I think BTT price could go up a few times because we have been buying BTT over the last 2 to 3 weeks. When we buy, when we market, let's say there's 70 million fresh fund come into BTT with 70 million market cap. What will you think about the price? The price will not only double, the price will go up a few times. Okay, this is basic tokenomics. So I will return, I click return at the top. Do you see there's a bar there, which is a pink color, the pink color bar, the version 2.0. There is an announcement. That is not very obvious, but it is announcement, right? You click inside the pink color, right? It will show you, it shows you my notification. You click on my notification. That's why it shows you whether you got a job, you don't got a job, right? The very first day when you apply for the job is what they call is reserve. Okay, that means you have made the appointments, the interview. It's only the second day, then you will know whether you got a job or not. When you got a job, they will deduct from your wallet. If you don't got a job, they will refund your deposit. So make sure that on the second day, you have enough BTT inside your wallet. And different job will have different timing. There is a table on that. Some is 9 o'clock, some is 10 o'clock, some is like 5 o'clock. Different job, different timing. Okay. So when I go to game, this is where the interesting. Just a second. Eric, hello. Are you able to see my screen? Hello.
Yes. Hi.
Okay. Okay. Are you able to see my phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Cool.
as a screen share, yes. Not the phone
Okay.
from your hand.
Okay. Okay. As a not the phone. You cannot see the phone.
Well, let's say yes, we can. Now it's
Okay.
back to
Okay. Cool.
and the
Cool.
wall.
Okay. Yeah. It's quite a challenge to toggle here and there. Okay. So when I go to game, you can see the game. You can see the game screen, right? Okay. So over here, you can see the job hunting. If I click here, good. Now my mouse is back. You can see the mouse, right? Okay.
Yes.
Job hunting. Where I click in the job hunting, you can see the various jobs, right? So there's A job and B job. You have to do A job first, then you can do the corresponding B job. Okay. What's the difference? The B job will give you slightly higher return. Okay. So for example, this job is 3 days. That means you will put in 40,000 to 120, 400,000 to 1.2 million BTT, which is about $120 to $360. Okay, there is a range, so you don't know when you apply, right? Only when you apply, then they will send you to your notification, then you know the exact number. So make sure you have enough token by then. Well, we're talking about $360, which is not a lot. Just make sure you have enough, otherwise they will deduct your deposit. So how much deposit do they take for this job? They will take 10% of the 400,000, 40,000 as a deposit, which is how much? Which is like $12, which is nothing. But you need to have the BTT inside in order for you to reserve the job. If you haven't funded the BTT, when you click the reserve, they don't allow you to reserve the job. Okay, all right. So they will take 10% of this amount, and then subsequently, the second, they will immediately they will tell you how much is the job. It's a range from 120 to 360. They tell you, let's say they tell you is $200. So make sure you have $200 US inside in terms of BTT. Yeah. Okay. So this is a 3 days job, 3 days. So the first day is an interview. The second day they will tell you a job. The third day then they start to count. Then they count third day. I mean the first day of job, second day of job, third day of job. Then the fourth day you're able to terminate and press a button, you will go to your assets. Okay, that's where you draw your salary. That's where the whole tenure of the 3 days is finished. But 3 days for 1.2%. I put money in the bank 1 year. In Singapore, I also don't get 1.2%. Okay, this one 3 days, you get 1.2 every day. So 3 days I got 3.6%. All right. So there are altogether like 20 over jobs. Okay, the last I counted is about, I think it's about 26 jobs. I might be wrong. Okay, altogether 20 over jobs. So you can see that this job, the other job is 30 days, which is a bit higher amount, right? It gives you 1.7% per day. Okay, so let me see. Then this is 30 days, 1.8%. And this is a 3 days, a bit shorter. The amount is less, so it gives me 1.2% per day. Right? This one is very popular. It gives you 3% a day, 3% a day. But the amount is small. The amount is like $60 US to 240 US dollar. Okay, no, 45 US dollar to 240. So this program, you can come in with like 45 US dollar. As low as 45 US dollar. So this program will be able to open up to a lot of market where, especially in the third world country, they will have a lot of people, but they don't have a lot of spare cash. But $100 maybe is okay for them. You're asking for a bit more, they may be challenging. So there are a lot of programs that's $100 able to go out to a lot of different part of the world with a lot of population. So there's a whole objective. They don't want 10 people holding 1 million coins. They want 1 million people holding 10 coins inside. So they want a lot of people. So let's help the company to populate to a lot of people. That's the objective. All right. So I have this job, 7 days, give me 1.3%, and I'm at work. All right. That means I already secured the job and counting and taking the pay. And this is the 45 days, right? The 45 days is anything from like $1,000 to $2,000 in the US dollar, right? Give me 2%. So when I first say I go for this, 2% a day, 45 days later, I will get 90%. Good or good? Awesome. So why they can do that? Because they own 80% of the BTT token. Anyway, they're going to airdrop to those people holding coins in Binance, holding coin in Hopi, right? But they only give little bit to them over 5 years. So in this program, they give a lot to us because we are able to generate a lot of people for them. Okay, so they let us have more, and so that we are able to use words of mouth to go and populate it. So we don't mind to get more. So this 20% in the market is constitute about 70 million market cap. What is the 80%? The 80% means that 4 times the 70 million, right? Which is 280 million. At this moment, they already have a budget of 280 million for this program. And what if the coin go up by 3 times? If the coin go up by 3 times, they will have 720 million. Do you mind to have a pie of 720 million? I don't mind to have 1% of 720 million. Okay, so as this program is so new, they are very generous. So quickly go and stick the coin inside, and who knows, when they go along, they reach to 1 to 2 million people, they will be less generous. They say, okay, now I've reached my objective. I'll reduce down the sticking program. Okay. So the last one, you can see some of this. So I click here. When you finish, when you see the A job, there's a B job. You click B, you can see some more jobs. So it's a pairing. When you finish the A, you can open up the B. So like this, I can open up the B here. Okay, I can open up the B, and then some of them I cannot open up because I haven't done the correspondent A job. And B job is has a slightly higher return. Normally it's 0.2% higher than the A job. Okay, so there is a job. And so the other one is company. So as I mentioned, after you have done 15 days of job, 15 working days, then they allow you to open companies, right? So because they are more savior, the companies, the number of the holding is a bit more. You need to hold 10 million BTT, which is about $3,300 in today's price. Okay, 30 days, and every 20 days they will release the payout to you. Okay, the latest is every 20 days. Okay, so because whenever this company is when this company hired the employees, if you hire the employees, let's say the Western restaurant is hired a Western waiter. Western waiter is 1 day. So every day when they finish a job, the waiter will get the release. The company will also get the release. But if for some companies they hire 45 days, just now let's say the math professor is a 45 days. So they don't release it until 45 days, right? But they will release it 20 days. Within 20 days, they will make one release. So the latest is 20 days, they will release. Okay, so this is Western restaurant. The return is 2.2%. 2.2%. So after 30 days, I will have a total of 66%. Good or good? Okay, and then you can go all the way down, and various companies will give you various returns. Okay, so you can just click. You must have enough BTT token in order to able to register the company. Okay, so when you have registered the company, you click the company here, which is this button. You can see that what company have you registered. I have registered 3 companies in this particular account. I have a vocational school. I registered on the 4th of June because you know the apps only really go to version 2.0 in 2nd of June, right? So I registered this on 4th of June, and the registered capital is about $10,000 US. Okay, about there, 32 million BTT, 10,000. And this project, I will have 2.5%, right? They don't write the percentage here, it's actually 2.5% per day, right? Expected profits after 30 days, right? I will get this profits, right? And this is a settlement date because this is a 90 days project, 90 days, okay? So 2.5%, 1 month is 75%, right? So 3 months is about 225%, right? So if you use this multiply by 225, you get 738. It is 225%, and they give you release every 20 days. Okay, so I just opened this company, and then on the 5th of June, I opened up another one, which is 45 million, which is about 20,000 US dollar. And this is longer, this is 120 days. You can see it will go until October, right? It release every 20 days. So if 20 days, the company release the amount to us, right? And I will able to get back my return. So this is the one that opened on the 6th of June. This is the best. The transnational scientific research is the best because this one gives us 3.2%, 3.2 per day, not per year, 3.2 per day. And this is a bit higher amount. It is almost 200 million, right? 198 million, 198.8 million. In terms of US dollar in today's money is about $66,000, right? And the profit is 3.2%, right? But they don't give you, it's 180 days, but I don't have to wait for 180 days. Every 20 days, they will release the money. So after 20 days, I will have 66%, right? And on top of that, I will have the coin, it will increase. If the coin increase by today's rate, which is about 30 to 40%, after 20 days, I will get back my returns of $66,000. And every month, Afterwards, I do a simulation for you. We will show you the returns, right? Okay. And on top of that, just how I mentioned to you, the airdrop, the $1 billion airdrop, remember? Don't forget that. Once I have this 200 million inside, every day I will have 1% extra. So in terms of 3.2, I have 4.2% every day. 4.2. You multiply by 20 days, I will have 84%. And the coin price go up by a little bit more, I will get back my 100%. Amazing program, amazing program. So quickly, as far as possible, quickly understand a bit more, get the airdrop, invest whatever amount that you think is affordable or palatable to you, invest at your own considerations, right? Only come in, of course, only come in with the money that you can afford, right? As I mentioned jokingly, don't sell your house, don't sell your wife, but you can do it more aggressively because this is new and this is back. The airdrop, anyway, they're going to give out. And at this moment in time, the world money inside is not huge. We have calculated is probably about $3 to $5 million only. And a program like this, with our experience, we think that easily 60, 70 million is not a problem. That is equivalent to their market cap. And a program like this that give you 100% return. In some other projects, in 6 months, they raise a few $1 billion, right? And the project is not even as good as this. So how do they give the, sorry? Yes.
Oh, go on. How do they?
Yeah, how do they give you the airdrop? How do they give you the 100%? It's different from normal program. They don't have to do value creation, right? They don't have to do value creation. Oops, something wrong with my phone. They don't have to do value creation because they already have 80% of the coin the company owns, right? It's part and parcels of the holding program. It's just that this BTTYCOON will be it's a holding program on steroid, right? So that's why they give us more, okay? So take advantage of this, know where is the sweet spots, going with the sweet spots, and we are able to reap the profits. Okay, so there's the company. So far, any question? Then I will show you the job. I'll show you a few, the job. I hope that by showing to people is easier rather than just talking about theory. If you manage to download this, just play with it. The job, you can see here, I can have 4 jobs. I have 2 currently and I have 2 available. So I have a 45 days job, right? The first time I see the best, 22%, 2%. I take the 45 days job. The investment is about 4.8 million, which is about $1,000 over, right? But it gave me 2%, okay? And if you are not, you just want to try out, you just want to test it out, you can do a smaller job, which is 7 days, which is about 1.4 million BTT, which is about $400, okay? All right, but this security guard will give you about 1.5% per day, all right? And then the other 2 jobs is still waiting. I have applied, I couldn't get it, right? Let me try to apply a job, okay? I will go out and I will go for job hunting, right? I'll click here, job hunting. Which job do you want me to apply? 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, anybody? I couldn't see my chat. Which
15 days.
15 days, okay. We will choose a 15 days. Actually, if you're new, don't go for the 137, go for the 15 days, right? Because the 15 days, once you finish, firstly, if you choose a 1 day and 3 days, is very popular. You can't get a job, you just delay the whole process. Go for the 15 days because you need 15 days in order to open up the companies. So if I choose the 15 days, which is the last one, right? You see, I can click here, reserve, right? I can just click here, reserve. Job position, to make a job position, you need 1,000, right? The 15 days to start with 1 million, right? 1,000, okay. Once I click confirm, it will deduct 100,000. I confirm, right? Okay, it will deduct $100,000 BTT from my account. So now I will go back. I'll go back to home here. I'll go back to home and I will click my BTT, right? You can see that it deduct 100,000, okay? As a job reservation fee. Tomorrow, this job has a certain timing. Tomorrow is a certain fixed time. They will tell you whether you get the job or not. Then they will deduct the balance from my account. So how do I see the balance? I click here, return, right? And then I click this verification. We are asking the company to give us push notification. They are working on it. So far, the company has been very, very responsive to us. So you see, the job quality inspector in factory is reserved, the 15 days. Account balance is sufficient because I have a few million. If you are not sufficient, they will tell you how much is not enough. Then they give you 1 day to go and purchase from the exchange, right? So if everybody do that, everybody play game, after you got 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, what will happen to the BTT price? The BTT price will be more popular, will go up, right? Okay, so that's why they are very smart to come up with this gamification to let you try out, and they have strategy and it's humanized. Okay, so now I go back to the game. I go back to the game again. So I have applied the second job. Let's say now I go and apply the third job. Apply, right, 2. Okay, so I will go and apply a job hunting. Let's say I choose a type B. Let's try type B. This is 15 days. Okay, which job you want me to apply, right? So it's different jobs. This is 45 days. This is 30 days, right? Okay. So I want to apply many jobs. So I actually want a smaller days job. So I just press the 15 days. So I will do this. I think this job, nobody has it because very few. I will sure get it, right? So I purchase a job position. It will deduct 1,200, 120,000 BTT, right? okay? Because this job is 1.2 million to 2 million. How much will they deduct? They deduct 10% of this. So they will deduct 120,000. So is it they deduct 120,000 from my wallet? I continue. That's it. So if I don't have any BTT in my wallet, can I apply for the job? No. So people want to play this game, what will happen? They will open up a Binance account, they will open up a Huobi account, they will go and buy BTT, right? So in this way, millions of people will know about BTT, they'll purchase BTT, and if this game is interesting, there are millions of people continue to be holding their wallets, right? And BTT has 150 million users. So if they push this out to the 150 million users now using this email marketing, target marketing, and then they go and encourage them. They say, you are BitTorrent customer. Now I give you $100, right? If you open up in terms of the coin, how many people will open up? Many, right? Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Wonderful info. Yes. And so as a question in between, a good one, let's say you have a 2 million BTT job and it pays you 1.5% per day. Now that is 150,000 or whatever it is. Then this amount, even in my application, I could see that it's actually, it says it's withdrawable. So is this the token that comes on top every day, is it every day withdrawable, the amount that came?
When you apply for a job is 1 day, 3 day, 5 days, 1 day, 3 days, 7 day, 15, 30, 45, right? You only finish the whole tenant, then they will release the payment to you. It's not everyday release. It's
Sure.
not everyday release.
But let's double check on this one because also let's say I have had the job for 2 days and it shows 200,000 tokens that came on top, and it's a orange clicker says that I can withdraw it. I haven't clicked on it, but maybe we can just double check.
Okay, I can go and see the asset here, right? So I click assets. So that's where the different, as long as you can see the orange, and this is the accrued salary income, I can withdraw. Okay, so when my job finish, you'll come here. When I click this 4,500, they will appear in my wallet, which is just now the page. And
but it's an ongoing job, Senhok.
Sorry?
Let's make it, it's an ongoing job at the moment, and it shows that you can withdraw. So what does it mean?
Okay, so when I withdraw here, let's say I click withdraw here, 4,500, okay, which I do withdraw here, 45,000. Then when I go back to home, right? When I go back to home, you can see when I go back to BTT, you click here, you can see the 45,000 immediate withdraw. Okay.
But that means that the money that came on top, that you can daily also withdraw that one. You don't have to wait until the end of the job. Is that correct?
No. The job has to finish. If it's a 7 days job, you cannot withdraw in between. This 45,000 is because that when I apply the job, I pay the deposit, and I didn't get a job, they'll refund me the deposits. But if I have a job 7 days, I finish the 7 days, they will give me the principal, they will give me the rewards, the 1.5% per day. So you have to finish. It's no difference from putting money in the bank in a fixed D. There's a 3-month fixed D, there's a 1-year fixed D, there's a 3 years fixed D. So when the fixed D tenant finish, then they'll give you the principal and they give you the agreed amount, the interest.
Very small amounts.
Yes.
Which
so, okay.
In a few days.
So let me go back to the game and I go to assets. What I want to show you is this amazing airdrop. Amazing. So just now I mentioned to you, how much is the rescue plan airdrop that we have requested? This is only special to our team, okay? The worldwide team is getting this amount, the 58888, okay? Of course, in between, they'll give you some more, you don't mind, right? But when you first open up account, you do your KYC, they will give you 58888, 58,888. And every day, they will release 1%. Let's say I put in $100,000, they will release 1% from here. Okay, so this is a big one. This one is 1 trillion, 1 billion. Okay, in today's price, as I mentioned again, is 330,000. And you can see here, if you can notice, they have released 8.3 or 8.2 million to me. 8.2 million is equivalent to $2,500. I've already gotten $2,500 from this airdrop. Okay, and yesterday, how much do I get? I get 2.8 million. 2.8 million, right? You times 2.8 million coins, which is equivalent to about $900 to $1,000 every day. Okay, that's because in this account, my amount is a bit bigger. I have 91,000 US dollar inside this account. They will release 1% of that. 1% of that, because I have the rescue plan. If I don't have the rescue plan, I only get 3.2%. When I have the rescue plan, I got 1 more percent. Which is the 1% is from here. Okay, so this is equivalent to about $900. Okay,
wow.
so, which is good, which is fantastic, awesome. So what I do is I click withdraw here. You see it's yellow. I click withdraw, and then you go to my wallet and just click withdraw here. Every day I will have this. I click withdraw. I go to my home. Okay, and then I click BTT. You can see that is 2.8 million coming. You can see that my total here increased to 16 million. Just now was like 13, 14 million, right? And this amount, I can just send it to Binance. In about 5 to 10 minutes, it will reach Binance. And I can sell in Binance straight away. In Binance, I can just sell it in a few, 1-2 minutes. No, it gets sold.
That's
okay?
Very cool.
Yeah.
Free, literally free money.
Yeah.
So yes, before we finish the recording, then let me just say this, that as it seems, then, the great news from today, of course, is that now you can verify your account not only with an SMS, but also with an email address,
Cool.
which is very convenient, of course, for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But please do not verify with both the SMS and the email, because that will become very troublesome for you. You have to now, in that case, you have to do the SMS and the email confirmations with every withdrawal, with every transaction. So refrain from that. I'm sure they will fix it so that you can only choose one or the other or both, but at the moment you don't have that choice. So any new people that you take in, ask them to do only SMS or only email. All right, thank you.
Yeah, so when we're able to do with email, that will open up to the rest of the world, right? Because some country, they cannot receive the SMS. I mean, this is to do with the telco of that particular country. So the company listen to us, put in the email. So only do the registration, one or the other, as Eric mentioned, and it can open up to a huge part of the world, because everybody has an email, right? Okay, so let me just continue with the last thing, which is me. You can see the me over here, okay? So the me, of course, there is a news as well, right? The me will be the security verification. You set it up, right? Set up your security verification, and this is a referral code. Everybody sign up has a referral link. That's why you get the referral. That the referral compensation is amazing. Yesterday, I've gone through that. I'm not going to go through it today. Come for the preview. That's where we go through a lot of numbers, right? So the referral, you click referral, and you can see a QR code. If people scan your QR code, they were able to download, or they can just go to Google App Store to download. And where is your referral code? This is your referral code, okay? So you can send this to your friend, or just send this 1WL64D. Don't send mine, send yours. All right. So this is a place where you do your KYC. Quickly do your KYC, and before that, so that you can get your this rescue plan airdrop. So when you click the KYC, they will tell you which country, what's the name, and then you can put the IC number, and you have to take the pictures like that. Okay, they actually show you this is incorrect because they can see that your arm is not very visible. They don't know whether you screenshot or not. They want to see something like that. At least, you know, it shows that, hey, I'm holding, this is mine. Okay, all right. It's very simple. If you don't know how to do it, just PM us, right? Okay, so let me go back. Of course, the rest is very simple. Language, submit a ticket is here. Okay, very important. After you do your KYC, you click the submit. Submit a ticket this is the where that just now I show it to you. Unfortunately, you cannot type in a very long character. It only limit you to like, I think 100 characters. So type in the information that's good enough, cut it short, and then you can click upload, right? You can click upload where you can upload the photos of the losses that you have in other program. As long as you send in the losses in other program, they will give you the rescue plan. Of course, the losses in other program must be some program that they know, right? Cannot be some program that only you know, nobody knows, right? Okay, then they will let you know in 2 to 3 days. As long as you send in before the 10th of June, Singapore time, huh? China time, Singapore time, 2359, 10th of June is considered as the first batch. You will get 1 billion, okay? So it's from the day that you sent. So over the next 2 days, I'm sure those people that's in this call, you're able to do that. But the question is, how many people can you ask to do that, right? Or try to go out and ask the first group of people and ask the first group of people to tell. If you miss out this, it's okay, no problem. You still can have 500 million, right? 500 million coins. With today's price of 500 million is equivalent to about 165,000 US dollar. Okay, right? If you miss the 20th, on the 21st you send, you still have 200 million. 200 million in today's money worth is about 68,000 US dollar, which is good. Okay, right? So the rescue plan is divided into 2 parts. 50% of the rescue plan is based on your own investment. They give you 1% extra based on your own investment. So if you don't invest, you can't have any release. If you invest more, you will have 1% based on your own investment. Just now, the example that I show you, my current account is worth $91,000. Every day, I will have 910 extra on top of the 3.2% that I have. Okay, I will have 4.2%. Within 20 days, I will be able to get back my return. Okay, the other 50% is for community. That means they have overriding, right? I'm going to go through that in a preview, not today. With that communities, with that referral program, there's certain way of calculation. You could release out 1%, 2%, 3%, possible, right? So let's say in my case, I get $1 billion. If the price go up to 0.001, that's equal to $1 million. $500,000 I'll release from my personal account, which I think possible. I may not be able to release all. Doesn't matter. If I'm able to release 200K, is also good. The other 50%, which is I will release through the communities. I think with the program that we do, with the experience and the project that we've done before, I think to release a 500K is not a problem. Okay, of course, depends on how big is your team. Some people will have more, some people will have less. Okay, so I think we have covered almost all. Anybody has any question? Of course, there's news here. You can go in and see. There's a lot of news in Twitter. There's a lot of news about TRON, about BitTorrent, right? And the initiative and program that they do, right? So this is where they want more and more people to know about BitTorrent. Okay, so there's the news. And that's about it. I think that's about it that you know about. You need to know about the apps. It's as simple as that. Just go and play with it. And do you have to come in every day to play the game? No, you choose the 45 days, you can just leave it there. As long as it's set up already, you can leave it there. Just like you buy a unit trust on a bank, a 45 days unit trust. You buy, sign contract. Do you have to do anything? No. 45 days later, you come and sign contract and take back your money. Okay? But unit trust will only give you maybe 5% a year. This one will give you huge. This one will give you a few percent a day. Okay? All right. So I will go back to my slide and see what other thing that we need to cover. Probably, I think we have covered quite extensive. I hope that we can cover everything, right? So Eric, what else? Does people have any question over here? Let me check the chat group.
Let me see.
Yeah, Success 11 is mine. Currently, because the best position is that 3.2% transnational. But as I tell you, many leaders in the world are coming in. I won't be able to hold the number one for long. And it's not the objective to hold the number one. I'm happy with whatever amount that I invest at our own comfort level. There's no huge price to be the top. If you come in with 1,000, good. You can build a group. If you come with 10,000, good. Whatever that amount that you think is suitable for you, any investment will have risk. This program is their risk. There will be risk, okay? There will be risk. But to me, I think it's calculated risk. If I think that the return is so huge and BitTorrent program is so, is very fluid project, I believe that they will continue to fund this for a while. Why not? I will go in and take the BitTorrent first, okay? And I'm not worried whether other people come in or not. Doesn't matter, because this program different from other program. Other program you need a lot of money to come in and then to sustain the value creation. Right? This one you don't need. BitTorrent will airdrop. It's already there. Cool.
So yes, I cannot confirm that if we have contributed into the growth of the price of BTT or not, but ever since 1 month ago, when the first networkers really made those deals and started to look with intense eyes into this project, then really this token has outperformed Bitcoin in big way, okay? So close to 30% of rise in value in 1 month. And I can see that it is still not performing like Bitcoin. It is still performing stronger daily. So, I mean, what we have to look at here is that, I mean, clearly success always loves speed. And so now you have a recording of a longish presentation, plus also this very thorough startup seminar, which is going to be uploaded to YouTube tonight. And so if people are serious about growing their money, then tell them. If you are serious, then just, it's quite some time that you have to spend on it. But if you look through those two YouTube videos, then you get the hang of it and you can start. And so I would say the next time we do these presentation plus the startup, they will be about 1.8 times shorter. But yes, still, these are very usable materials. Let's go for it. And I think we can finish the recording after Seng Hok's last words. Thank you. Okay,
thanks, Eric. I think we covered that. Just want to show people how to use it. And then I just want to show you the schedule that we have. So the next schedule that we have that we put up this week is on Wednesday. Are you able to see my screen? Wednesday, 3 to 4 p.m. That is a Chinese session, right? Because there's some people request for Chinese, and then Thursday we will do the fast up because we want to get the Chinese community to be able to get the airdrop, the $1 billion airdrop. The last day is Wednesday, so they come in and then they can able to submit, right? And then Friday and Saturday we do another preview at night, so that to cater for the European team, and Saturday another fast start. So once we do a few rounds like that, we set up the system, we set up a few chat group, we'll let you know, right? Okay, any other questions that we have over here? I think there are some questions that I see. Maybe we can just answer some of the questions, right?
I did also already answer them in the chat, I
Okay,
believe.
okay,
Yep.
cool.
I think that's done.
Yep.
And so, yes, last but not least, so as I was sharing in the presentation, please do think about it, because at the moment, European Union is officially the worst region. Please mute somebody. Then secondly, America has a double impact of problems. Also, I don't want to hold my money in euro. I don't want to do it in US dollar. I would be crazy to hold it in Norwegian kroner or the Saudi Arabian because of the major fluctuation of the oil market, right? Xiao Zhu, please mute yourself. And so also then, what about cryptocurrencies? So this, for me and Seng Hawk and Datotan and some other great men, this is our shield against any kind of market fluctuations, which will definitely be happening in the cryptocurrency sphere as well. So I sleep better when most of my money is in fact in BTT today. That's what I can say. And thank you very much. See you later.
Okay, so thanks everybody. If you were to come in the preview to know more about the program, we will do it on Wednesday. All right, cheers. If there's no other question, we will close this room. If you have any questions, you just stay back. I will stop the recording now and we'll send the recording to you. Put yourself into the chat group, okay? Then we will keep you posted.